everybody? It's your girl DAZZLE, and I'm back for another tarot reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box. Everything I say here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, until modern science can come up with a mathematical equation that the metaphysical science is actually a valid form of science, and all forms of divination are actual valid tools of science. So let's get into this. I have been witnessing what I have said will happen. The malicious gossip, the lies, the scrutiny, the shame, the dragging out of one's cottage and dragging them on the street in the mud, surrounded by a group of people throwing tomatoes and potatoes and hams, rams, hogs, dogs. I've seen it. I've seen them drag them down the hill and lynch them. I've seen it. And who am I talking about? Because we are in the Salem witch trials right now. Whereas though we are lynching people for moral debauchery and things like that, you know. We're not lynching people from killing each other. Fuck the fact that, you know, this week alone, DC has had the DMV in itself, because technically Eastover, Oxon Hill is right there in DC. It's like you can just walk across the street, the DMV area. From what I know, it's 5 people who have been murdered by our own, okay? 5 people, 1 person that I knew, you know. But instead of worrying about the homicide rate and, you know, worrying about us killing each other and women being, you know, killed and sex trafficked in your community, you know, we got to worry about if TD Jakes is a power bottle. You know, that's what's more important, you know. That's what's important. It is so important, and it is so funny. It is so funny to drag that man out his home. Shame. Shame. You know, that's what's important. So that's what we're going to talk about. So, let's talk about it. Apparently, they're saying that TD Jakes is gay. He is a power bottom, and he be in Diddy's parties getting a train ran on him. So, my initial reading was that, look, he is not hurting nobody in like a sexual like assault to her. He's not doing that. And see, they wanted to, I'm gonna tell you what the conspiracy in the hearts and the minds of these people who generate this stuff through that AI and stuff. See, they wanted to connect him with what Diddy was doing because he was associated with Diddy. So they couldn't just say that he was sex trafficking or sexual assaulting people. So what they had to do is they had to bring out the fact that he's gay. And for some reason, you know, if a motherfucker's gay, that opens the door for any other thought process about them. Which is funny, because if we're going to think about it, that's why I don't understand with the LGBTQIA plus community. You guys want to normalize being gay, bisexual, pansexual. You want to normalize it. But the minute that it benefits you, you know, for Kiki or whatever it's for, you know, you want to out someone and make it shame. Shame. That's one part of it. The other part is that I already acknowledged the fact that, look, at the end of the day, the real reason why a lot of people got a problem with TD Jakes because he's a televangelist. He preaches the word of God. And he hustles the word of God, okay? Like, first of all, he's getting a lot of money off the word of God. People have a problem with it. People have a problem with the fact that I got to give you my $10 and I go home and eat ramen noodles and you go to the island and eat steak. But, you know, like I told somebody, and I was just on the phone with my grandma, you know, it's a few things with that. First of all, I remember, like, when I was younger, like, way young, I went to a revival in D.C. at the convention center to see T.D. Jakes with my grandmother. I was on punishment, so I had to go with her. So we go, and the revival, the service was wonderful, beautiful. You know, for somebody my age, I was all in it. So that lets you know that T.D. Jakes has a lot of charisma. He brings you in, things like that. But see, at the end, when the collection plate was coming around, he was like, I need y'all to pull out y'all checkbooks. That's how you know it was a minute ago. Checkbooks. $1,000. And they was like, yeah, I got it. And I was like, Grandma, it's time to go. Because we ain't got it. And we left. But the fact is, no one put a gun to these women's heads. These people that came to see, no one put a gun to their head and told them to give up $1,000. That was them stunting. And I can guarantee you, some of them didn't have $1,000 in their bank account. They just act like they did. They knew that check was going to bounce. You know what I'm saying? So, I find that funny. So, for people that get mad at them, I'm like, well, ain't nobody tell you to give to the shit. And ain't nobody tell you to give that much. You know, I believe I can get the word of God for free. I believe it. But, yeah, so I feel like that's part of the reason why people have a problem with him. A lot of people who talk about him and talk about him being a minister, pastor, whatever, they're church hurt too. You got a lot of people that are church hurt. And, you know, they view him as being a part of that. So when they get a chance to stick the knife in and do this, they're going to do it. So there's a lot of layers like that going on, okay? The other part I did want to point out is that not everybody at a infamous party is fucking. They're not. Have you guys seen Power? Have you guys seen any type of like drug cartel movie when they're having a big party? They're going to be fucking, smoking, drinking, partying, but it's also going to be people in there doing business deals. I do think it was some stuff about business going on. But they wanted to bring out he's gay first. To bash his image so gay people can say, oh, look at the church. See, I told you, they're hypocrites. You know, and all the church folk people, you know, all the church hurt people could say, that's why I don't trust the church. And And, you know, and all the people was mad because they didn't gave that motherfucker all his money. Yeah, see, I told you he was a scammer. You know, you got to take out the fact, you got to bring out the fact that he's gay first. Fuck up the image first, right? Then you can say he got trains ran on his ass. Now, here's my thing about him getting a train ran on his ass. Do y'all know that for a fact, or do y'all just say that because he went to a party? Because if that's the case, 50 Cent did say he did go, ain't like what he seen and left. I mean, but that was that before or after the line of coke? Was that before or after you done fuck something? All I'm saying is, was it before or after? Most of these people, I feel like that's talking about these parties that know for a fact what goes on, that means they must have been there. And what were y'all doing? You know, y'all wasn't just being nosy, because ain't nobody just going to let you be in their face being nosy while they trying to do a line of coke and fuck some 20-year-old boy in the ass. They're not just going to let you stare and gawk about it. No, bitch, you're probably attending and doing the shit too. And see, people don't want to say that. A lot of these whistleblowers be doing shit. But y'all don't want to sit there and talk about it. Y'all want people to tell the truth, but don't want to tell the whole truth. You know, that's not required. All you gotta do is just tell the truth on a particular person. You know, that's just like the Salem witch trials. You know, most of the motherfuckers who were claiming someone was a witch was in fact doing evil shit like lying on them, which makes them more of a witch than they were, quote unquote. Okay, that's my logic, y'all. That's my logic. To be honest, look at the Salem witch trials. You learn a lot, and you can see what we're doing now. How we're still not shifting. You know, the shift is going to be hard to do because we still have this barbaric sense of scapegoating people. You know, and you know when you scapegoat people, you know you put all the things wrong in the world on them and their actions, and when you sacrifice them, you get a euphoric relief because now you feel like everything is right in the world now, but in fact it's not. Yeah, that's what that is. And also, I do want y'all to know before I do this reading, after you know what you know, I need y'all to go to your own communities and out what the fuck they do in your own communities. You know, if Lil Peanut is breaking into people's houses, maybe you should report Lil Peanut. Maybe you should. You know he done stole them baby gifts. You know he been stealing Amazon packages. Why don't you snitch on him? Since we're outing people for moral shit, why don't we out people for shit that they're doing that is directly affecting you and your community? Out people, out these niggas from stealing cars. You know who been stealing them cars. Y'all know who been selling drugs. Y'all know who been robbing people. Y'all know who been doing drive-bys and spinning the block. Why don't y'all say something about that? You guys want to be superheroes, and you guys want to be vigilantes, and you guys want to be the judge, juror, and executioner. Why won't we do that? And why is it such a big thing that we can't do that? But we can talk about it if TD Jake's been rammed in the ass. Yeah. And another thing, just because he got rammed in the ass before, allegedly, I don't know yet, that doesn't mean whatever he said on the pulpit was wrong. And mind you, I am not a religious person. I'm not into organized religion. Okay? I'm not into organized religion. Okay? But I know what I know. Okay, so my whole thing is, after you know what you know, allegedly, don't not take in the message, okay? Because there's been a lot of sermons that he done did that touched a lot of people, okay? So, that's what I do have to say. So, let's ask this. Is TD Jakes, in fact, gay? Ooh, we can use the Guiding Light Tarot. Or we can do this Angel Oracle, Angel Answers. And I think I'm going to do the Angel Answers. And you know what I did with this? I already had a deck, but I didn't like it was just like 44 cards. So I had ordered another deck. So now it's like 88 cards, you know. And which is cool because this year is coming. It's the year of the 8. And it's going to be about, you know, spirituality. And the material, the real. So it's going to be blended in. And, you know, it's about dreaming, but then actually going after your dreams and making them a reality. Right? So it's a great balance. So let's see. Is TD Jakes actually a gay man? Bisexual? Does he like men? Be assertive, but it was in the reverse. Okay? Forgiveness and compromise. Okay, so big happy changes in the back. I can do one more. Peaceful resolution. Okay, to be honest with you, I think these don't necessarily say yes or no. But to be assertive, and it's in the reverse, and I'm asking if they're gay or not. Someone's not actually speaking out loud. Someone needs to speak their truth out loud. Then it's the forgiveness. So either y'all need to forgive him or he needs to forgive y'all. The compromise, okay? A compromise. But compromisation can be for the good or for the bad. But it's about finding a medium to move forward, right? And then there's a peaceful resolution coming up. So I kind of think it will die down. But I do kind of feel like about being gay itself, if it's gay or straight, there needs to be a situation where someone speaks up for themselves and speaking their truth. And when they speak in their truth, then that's when forgiveness can come from both sides or wherever it needs to come from. So it's not really saying for sure if he's gay. So let's see this. But it's saying that it's something that he needs to speak up on. And he needs to talk about. So let's see. Is he gay? 1, 2, 3. Or bisexual. I think look, I think he's attracted to a woman, okay? He's definitely married. There's the Queen of Pentacles that come up first, and the King of Pentacles, okay? Do I think that he is at least bisexual? Yes, I do. And the reason why is because you have this Death card. This says a transformation. It's a transformative card, right? So you're leaving the cycle and going to the next. I do feel like the Three of Wands in the reverse, I do feel like it can be third-party energy. I do believe it can also mean someone who does more for you and I get nothing in return, right? So I kind of feel like it could be that he's gay, but he can have bisexual tendencies. He can. But he is in this life deciding to live a heterosexual lifestyle. And if we are going to be fair, anyone can be bisexual and decide to live a heterosexual lifestyle. And don't tell me that you can't, because you really can't. But this transformation that he's going through is messed up. But maybe this will help him be assertive about who he is and do things the way he wants to do things in the future. Or it may reshape how he views certain things, right? I don't feel like it's fair to be mad at that. I don't feel like it's fair to judge that. I just don't feel like that. Okay, so then we're going to go to Diddy's parties, okay? So was he being a power bottom at Diddy's parties? Was TD Jakes in fact being a power bottom at P. Diddy's parties? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think he did some type of debauchery shit. Okay, this is the toxic shit. This is sexual deviance. So was he being a power bottom? Most likely he did some shit at the party before. But this also talks about the hermit. This talks about isolation. So this would be something that happens, isolated incident. Okay, and also I do feel like it wasn't all the time. It didn't have to be. So I do feel like it's an isolated incident. I do feel like with him, I think he has gained wisdom about himself, going inward, and he probably studied the debauchery stuff. This is probably stuff people was doing that he never wanted to explore because how it will make him look. Okay. The Queen of Cups is right here, so then there's a female here too. Very intuitive, very understanding, very nurturing. I kind of feel like there's a female that understands him and what he like and what he don't like. The Two of Wands was something new for him. This can be like a business deal as well. So it could have been a deal. But I do feel like it was exploring. And I don't feel bad for it. And it's something that came back up again. I don't feel bad for it. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck if they all have sex at the parties, okay? Because I like to be realistic. Realistically, y'all act like y'all ain't never been to a hood party when motherfuckers was fucking each other. And to be more technical, y'all like to say, oh, that don't happen when it comes to boy on boy. Well, if that is the case, how come all these gay dudes in the hood got a story about y'all baby daddy? Because after he done fucked you at that party, he went around back and got top from that dude. But y'all don't want to talk about that. But to me, I do feel like that. And yeah, okay. Whatever. So, now let's just talk about what happens now. Did just do the world some justice? Are we going to move into the best space in the world knowing what we know? Is my credit score going to go up? Am I going to be in a much happier space? Are you going to be in a more happier space? 1, 2, 3. The King of Swords. The Four of Swords. The Temperance in the reverse. No, it's not. You found out a truth about something. A truth. Not the truth. A truth. So now we get to see things, and we're going to make a decision based on both parts. Yeah, he's a good person when it comes to the outside, doing things for the community, or, speaking the word and the touch of people. But he also has a more deviant side, like everyone. So now we get to actually judge this person. Okay. Also, with the Four of Swords, we're going to have to take a mental break from it. Because, honestly, after we have done all the things that we've done as far as dragging him down and saying this and saying that, now we need to move on to something else. But then it's going to be something, it's not going to be healing to anybody. The Temperance in the reverse, it's not going to be healing to anybody. It's not going to solve the world's problems. It's not going to create peace and tranquility into your home. Matter of fact, this is very hedonistic shit. Okay? This is doing things that you want to do, even though it's going to hurt other people. You don't care. So, wait, you're going to take a break from him, and then you're going to go right back into doing things to hurt other people. And if that means downing them, dragging them, exposing them, that's what we're going to do. Because even though it doesn't fix our problems, it just allows us to point out theirs. After you killed somebody mentally, we get to go to the next person, and the next person, and the next person, Because we love doing that to each other. Okay, so now that we know all this, so how is TD Jakes going to feel? I imagine he's going to feel broken, hurt, disheveled, completely embarrassed. Well, I feel like it's messed up. I feel like he is, to him, I feel like y'all trying to mess, he feels like y'all trying to mess with his livelihood. Okay, I will say that. I also think that he feels like because of the communication and all the things that is happening, he's going to have to try to effectively communicate and try to balance out through this. I feel like he's going to try to pretty much stay grounded and leveled. But I do feel like he's going to think the world is doing something to him. Okay. He's not going to see it from a different point of view. He's going to feel like if anything happens as far as with him and his livelihood, it's all because of what other people have done and said about him being close with P. Diddy and things like that. So I think he's going to blame others. And I do feel like he wouldn't be wrong. But I also feel like if you're going to do deviant shit, you're going to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be more discreet than what you were. Or, don't do devious shit. Don't do gay shit. I don't know. But it's something to learn on both parts. So is anything else going to come out as far as, because they tried to say, because now with some guys coming out saying that he groomed them and molested them. Is this true, Angel Answers? Is this really a true statement? Did he really do that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, people are ready to come forward. Remain positive. Improving health. I don't think he really did it. But people are just... And again, remain positive. He's going to have to remain positive. Because people are going to be coming forward. Are they lying? Most likely. That's the problem right there. Because, see, I told you the breakdown of it all. The first thing to do is to already attack him because he is who he is. He's peddling the word of God, right? And he's getting money for it, right? But then you also, because he's connected to P. Diddy, you push this picture around like, look at what P. Diddy is doing. Look, he's right beside P. Diddy and this, that, and third. So you know what happens at P. Diddy parties. He went to a party before. So now, you know, you can't actually say he's a sexual assaulter. But what you can do is call him gay. So now, you know, it's a little bit of truth to him being gay because he's bisexual. So now that we've already made him look like that, now we can talk about the essay. I told y'all that was coming up, the essay. And now we can bring out victims that never wanted to come out before, not like that. Now you want to do that. That's what that looks like to me. That's what I got, y'all. But it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna make it. The shit is going to... It's going to be like any other thing. You know, y'all drag him on the internet. His public image is forever tarnished. But do he get a court case? No. It's just a public lynching, a public jury, a public judge, a public executioner. There is nothing legal about it. That's what I got for y'all. Y'all just going to destroy that man and he going to be just destroyed mentally. That's what y'all want to do anyway. So, whoop-de-woo, another pastor who's bisexual. That's what I got, y'all. But that's what y'all get for giving that man money. Peace.